you're on a date, you don't want to kiss them right at the beginning of the date because that's too forward. You just want to find the perfect moment. Similar with revealing the product in your video, the simple but not so simple topic of delaying the product reveal. If you put the product right at the beginning in your hook, it can be ad triggering, especially to people who are already anti TikTok shop. They don't want to be sold to, so they're just going to scroll away immediately. In order to avoid that, what we have to do is create a hook that pulls them in and they are actually invested in something else about the video than the product. They need to be invested in the story, invested in you. That will make them want to watch the whole video beyond when you introduce the product. Here are a couple video examples. These are super high performing videos.
I grew up with granola parents, and these are some of the really weird things they made us do growing up. I had pretty bad hay fever throughout my whole life, and instead of taking antihistamines, my dad would give me a spoonful of raw honey every single morning during allergy season. But it had to be raw honey. It's not the stuff that you can get in stores. My mom taught me when I was a bit older that eating cherries can actually give you a bit of a natural tan because they're really high in liposine, which is a super antioxidant that helps produce melanin in your skin. After dance class, we wouldn't have Gatorade or any of those sugary electrolyte drinks. We would be chugging down coconut water because it's actually packed full of electrolytes. One thing I'm really grateful for that they taught me in college is that if you take ashwagandha in combination with L-theanine, it helps with reducing stress, mood swings, inflammation, and it helps improve sleep. And as you know, if we have a lot of stress, it can bring salt into the body, which makes it easier to retain water, which leads to that like blowfish effect here and down here. I swear, if I don't take my little vitamin mix every single day, I'm super puffy and inflamed all along here, like my jawline disappears. And don't even get me started on the bloating. For years, I was just taking each vitamin individually, but then I found out they have a 4-in-1 supplement drink mix. So I ordered it right away, and I get mine off the TikTok shop. It comes with these like 20 little individual drink packets. I just found that TikTok kind of runs better deals than anybody else. But you can get them in a 1-pack, 2-pack, 4-pack. I like to get the 2-pack deal where you can get 2 bags for $28 each. It saves you about 20 bucks. Then you've got a 2-month supply. If you're really struggling with stress, puffiness, mood swings, bad sleep, all around your period especially, you need to try this. It's actually really helped with my PCOS as well. I'll go ahead and leave a link down below if y'all are interested. I think it's on sale right now too.
What she does is she sparks curiosity, talking about the granola parent story. She's talking about things that cherries do, coconut water does, what they would do to actually benefit their health. And she gets us invested in this story. Then by cutting the orange, she's doing something visual to keep us engaged throughout the entire video. She introduces a problem. She's talking about the things that her parents would do for her whenever she would have certain issues. She found out that the ingredients ashwagandha and L-theanine together, she so seamlessly wove in the ingredients of Nello to then say that she found a supplement that does all that for her. So it solves the problem and adds value. She built anticipation because we don't know what she's leading up to when the product is going to come. And then she casually brings in the product as the solution. Here is another example. This video is making so many sales, it's crazy.
Did you guys see that video of that girl that literally started crying because she lowered her cortisol levels and her face stopped bloating in just a week? She said she tried changing her diet, fasting, but this was the only thing that worked. There's a huge debate going on in our comments whether the drink actually works or not. I personally called bullshit the first time I heard about it because I'm majoring in biochem, interning out pharmacy, and never have I ever heard of a drink that can lower cortisol levels. I mean, that's insane. When I looked at the reviews, there was over 400,000 fucking units sold, and most of them were 5-star. Personally, I had to try it out for myself. I mean, here it is. I've been drinking it every day for a few weeks now, and holy fuck. I mean, the results just speak for themselves. This is literally what I looked like before. Called Supercom from Nello, this is what it looks like, but what I love about it is that it contains L-theanine. Theanine is essentially an amino acid that can lower your cortisol levels by reducing the secretion of hormones in your brain, reducing puffy face. Also has KSM-66, which is the only clinically studied form of ashwagandha proven to reduce cortisol levels. Not to mention, it also helps to reduce oxidative stress and inflammation. This is what it looks like. And the best part is all you have to do is take 1 packet a day and you're good.
He built so much anticipation that we were like, oh my gosh, what is the drink? He brought up another creator who was talking about the drink and it lowered her cortisol levels. And then we trusted him because of what he had dropped about his background. You can use any career to drop authority bombs and get people to trust you, because there's just something about leading with the expert framework. If you are a teacher, you are an expert in everyday classroom products. If you are a stay-at-home mom, you are an expert in time-saving products, home products. If you're medical staff, supplements, any job that you have, you can find a product that you are an expert about. These are just 2 examples, and these are both more advanced pieces of content, but I just want you to see how effective and engaging it is when you don't introduce the product right at the beginning. Lead with a super engaging and effective hook. Get people invested in your story or in your video for some other reason, and then weave the product in a little bit later, and then they don't feel like you're directly selling to their face. They'll trust you first, and then when you tell them about a product, they'll be more inclined to be open to buying it. All right. Appreciate you guys. See you later.